There you go. Just a short video of how I mark my zone, from learning from previous mentor mentors. So with supply and demand, which I learned off White Oaks University about 3, 4 years ago, is about a zone that breaks a previous zone that was strong. So example, you go to a 4 hour, so you have this kind of like zone here that was. Oh, wait, let me see. Let's go to 1 hour. Example, say you have this level here that break this level that was strong because it had break this two level. So when price come back up here, my marking would have been here. Reason why, um, basically, when I'm marking engulfing, I look at how many candles it take to form an engulfing. In this case, only two. This one, and this one. The body close below the wick. And then I look at the first one first and see did that break the low for sell or did that break the high for buy. So did that break the low? No. Second one, did that break the low? Yes. So I mark this. So when price come back here, it give me some reaction. So if you mark this, you probably miss it. Oh no, you wouldn't. You didn't miss it. But this is how I mark my engulfing. Sometimes you would miss it if you mark it like how normal people would mark it. Okay, so when you got up here, you got that, and then so this is a strong level, and then this here would be a strong level which I mark because this here is the one that break this engulfing this zone and this level too. So did price get back there? No, price has not got back there, but that's why I marked that. That would be a strong level. That's how I learned from supply and demand. Another thing is EFEG and what I call overlapping. So if you have like a zone is strong when there's a lot of level overlapping each other. For example, you have like this EG also form an EF. So in here, like which I marked here, and we got a reaction of it's a strong level, you know. So you got EG form EF. So my entry would be so I would mark this as my EG, and then this would be EF because EG this take the high, and then EG sell this take the previous low. So this first kind of right. Then in here, okay, let's make it a different color so it'll be easy to see. So that's the EG, and then the EF is okay. So in between that, which would be this to that, is a big area. Is where what I call overlapping. Is it this here? No, it's here. Overlapping. So that is like where it's quite strong there. Another one is where you have a what they call a super gap level. If when you got one time frame support and resistance, and all this can be mixed together. Example, you got where do we mark that area for? So that didn't have it there. Okay, say example this. Um, ideally, some people taught me to have the wick longer on the first candle than the second candle, which is also known as a T3. But someone else taught me that it doesn't matter as long as the when you go one time frame lower, that itself is in the gap. So you got say okay, you got the timing got to be right. So say this start at 9, right, and this is at 10. So when you go to 30 minute, the closing candle will be here, right, 9 to 10. So it's between gap. So if that's a gap, that's what you call a super gap. So see, it's still there. Another one is called a flip zone. Flip zone. So you got like a H1 level, which is like that, and then a gap level, which is like that, and then M15 would have like a what you call it rally base rally. Which one was it? Was it this one that we looked at? Let's go. Yeah. And then you got in here, would have a rally base rally. This is not quite showing it, but it's got a rally, sorry, drop base rally. So that's what people call flip zone. And then obviously you got the QM, which is everyone know about QM. Ideally have two breakout. So you got took the high and then break through two breakout. That's what you call QM. And then so I learned some people call it a pine tree. A pine tree is this. So you basically got three consecutive candle, either bullish or bearish, whatever. This here, this here, this here, but the wick of this covered the whole body of this, and the wick of this covered the whole body of this. So this is a good zone to play with. Do your back testing on them, what I just said, and see what you find out. But yeah, them are the zone that them are the criteria I looked at when I marked my zone, you know, in terms of like scalping zone, for example. Obviously, if it's in line with my cycles and my setup lowest, then obviously even better. But then you can have a lot in one, as in like you can have a super gap, which is high time frame only, which is H1, H4 only, and then support A or V, and then you go to one time frame low M30 and find a gap level, and then within that gap you go to M15, you find a drop base rally, whatever, and then that's a flip, so you got super gap and a flip together, and then you go to a lower time frame, you got M15. Let's see me do it here. So it was this, wasn't it? We had a gap, super gap, then we got go to M15, and then you got what? Engulfing and engulfing fail. So that's like what they did not overlap though. So this one, let's see the overlap. So I would mark this, and I would mark did hit the high here. This. Okay, so it did look like it does overlap a bit here. So you got that in there as well. And then you got EFEG, which is that overlapping. Then you got is that a QM? Oh yeah, that's a QM2. You look at it. So this one's a nice zone. You got right. That's a QM, right? One breakout, and if you do like OHLC, that's two breakout in there. If anyone know about OHLC, and then obviously there's no pine there, is there? Within this, oh, there's a pine in here. You see that? And that's become fresh now because it's kind of close above it. So all this, obviously, fresh is much better as well. So that is how I mark my zone. Just a short video of it, a bit more advanced stuff. But yeah, it's not just two breakout and whatnot. There's more in depth to it, and today I've kind of like showed you now. Hope that helped.